Well, it's the second day in the trial against corruption whistleblower Patricia Mashale and her husband George Mashale at the Bloemfontein Magistrates Court. The two are charged with harassment after Deputy Provincial Commissioner Major General Seeikoei opened a criminal case against them for alleged breach of a harassment order he had obtained against them over WhatsApp messages. SABC News reporter Seeikoei and video journalist Tshepo Moime are covering the story. Let's cross to them live now. Kamogelo, a very complex one that we're sitting with here. I mean, let's start off with just the genesis of these charges and what exactly transpired.
Well, Naledi, it is indeed an intricate case, this one, because it actually goes back as far as 2007 when Patricia Mashale was still employed in the South African Police Service, where she apparently had uncovered that there was some corruption and misconduct that was happening in the police service throughout the years up until 2021 when she was dismissed from the police service. She has made some disclosures in terms of this corruption that she has uncovered within the police service. She has reported, one of the things that she has reported over the years has been the fact that she discovered that illegal firearms that are supposed to go and be destroyed were actually being sold by police officers to criminal syndicates across the country. She also reported that high-ranking officials within the Free State Police Service were employing people in the police service without following procedure. Some of the people had also been suspended and fired from the police service without procedure being followed. So the story essentially starts from there, with her being a whistleblower, and what then transpired after that is the fact that her name was disclosed to some of the people that she had made those protected disclosures about, and subsequent to that she had gone into hiding. But one of the things that also stands out is the fact that she also faced her own harassment, and when she faced disciplinary action for misconduct within the police service, she refused to attend the hearing because one of the people that she had mentioned in her disclosures was one of the panelists who were going to manage or run that disciplinary hearing against her, and subsequent to that she was then fired. But what then happened after she was fired from the police service, we heard yesterday in court, was that there were WhatsApp messages that were going on. There's a WhatsApp group where she was allegedly sending messages about certain people, obviously continuing to talk about some of the things that she had discovered when she was still in the employ of the South African Police Service. And one of those people, of course, is the Deputy Provincial Commissioner, Major General Solomon Lisia, who told the court yesterday that after Patricia was fired from the police service, she was told, or rather he had received messages from this particular WhatsApp group where Patricia was talking about him, and one of the things that she had said in that WhatsApp group was that his father was involved in stock theft, and his father, being Major General Lisia's father, was involved in stock theft, and he had made that case disappear. He then approached the court to say to the court he is being harassed by Patricia as well as her husband George Mashale, and the court then granted them that a court order, that harassment order. And today, being the second day of this particular trial, we're going to obviously hear about more on what transpired from those WhatsApp groups. But what the court said yesterday was that the court cannot take the forwarded messages as evidence unless Major General Lisia is able to prove the source of those messages, because unless the source is disclosed to the court, those messages will then just be taken as hearsay, because there isn't really a source to those messages. But Naledi, I am with Patricia here to talk just briefly with her about the fact that she's still in hiding, and of course her being a whistleblower in this matter, and today being on trial for harassment when she herself has spoken out about being harassed by some of her former colleagues in the police service. Patricia, let me bring you into this conversation today. I just want to talk to you about the fact that you are still not yet at home. Is it for safety reasons, or what is it for?
It's definitely for safety reasons. I don't know if you know about it, but a few weeks ago, we exposed a crime intelligence officer who was watching my house. We knew all along that my house was under surveillance, but it was just confirmed. My children took pictures, and this officer went to my house to actually confront my children, and he explicitly said he was looking for me. So yes, I'm still in hiding because as long as these people that I exposed in corruption is still out there, I cannot go back to my house, or I cannot be out there and say I'll be safe. I will only be safe once all these people are being brought to book.
Now let's talk briefly about the fact that you are a whistleblower and your identity was disclosed to the people that you had mentioned in your disclosures to both the National Commissioner and to the Presidency. What are your impressions about whistleblowing in the country?
You know what, we still have a long way to go with whistleblowing in the country. Whistleblowers are not being prioritized. As you can see, I am being maliciously prosecuted. Some of the whistleblowers has been killed, and the country is not prioritizing whistleblowers. So after this case, I'm going to ask my lawyers so that we can approach the International Criminal Court. Luckily, the International Criminal Court has now made a provision for whistleblowers. So I'm going to ask them to approach the International Criminal Court so they can force the government to prioritize whistleblowers in the country, because whistleblowers are being hunted like dogs. So yes, this is my stand on whistleblowing.
Thank you so much for your time. That was Patricia Mashale there, who is on trial today for contravening that harassment order that was sought by Major General Lisia, who is the Deputy Provincial Commissioner here in the Free State. We are on day 2 of the trial, and we know now that 3 people have been placed on record as state witnesses, but the matter has not yet started in the court. We are going to hear more from Major General Lisia himself, and thereafter we will hear from the 3 state witnesses. After that, we're not really sure whether Patricia will be bringing her own witnesses, but we do know that one of the SABC programs have also been cited in court, was cited in court yesterday with Major General Lisia saying that the broadcast of that show was actually a furtherance to the spreading of rumors about him. But we will hear more about that in court today. It's back to you, Naledi.